Luna sits down in her favorite chair, sipping her second favorite tea flavor, honeysuckle with ginger extracts. She doesn't know why she suddenly started drinking this. Maybe it must have been after the time she hid in Chaotic's bed to hide from those two fillies. Despite that weird encounter, she tried the tea on a whim and surprisingly liked it. Speaking of beds, the owner of that bed that Luna hid in once is now dusting her room. Honoring the promise of the bet, the tan colt now wears a rustic-style maid dress, complete with gray mare leggings. All the while doing so, she could hear him cursing under his breath at how stupid he was to agree to the contest. "Having fun there?" Luna said casually. Chaotic stops for a moment. "Oh, I'm having a blast. Say, could you hand me the spray bottle so I can blast you with it?" "No, you may not," Luna said. "Remember, the loser has to do what the winner tells him for a week, and that includes not spraying your master with water. Now really, you've only been doing this for 1 day so far." "Yeah, and so far, you've made me clean your room, reshelve your books and video games, tripped into a vat of potion brew that has changed my color of my hair, and picked up countless pastry wrappers you have left behind. Seriously, how many moon pies did you eat?" he complained. "Oh, quite a few." She sipped more of her tea. "Really though, why all the wrappers?" "That's what caused me to slip into the cauldron and change my hair color to blue," he said. "Oh, relax. You look great in blue," she said. She clicks over to her favorite gaming website to catch up on the latest news of gaming and all that is virtually holy. As she scrolls down the list of featured games, her eyes catch on a particular bit that has been 5-star rated and tagged YouTuber played. "Hey now, what's this?" Luna said to herself. She clicks on the link, and the website immediately takes her to a page that is titled MacPixel. Luna reads the description. The main objective is to get the bomb out of the level before 20 seconds pass. This is done by interacting and picking up various objects, which can be done by clicking the left mouse button. An example of this would be on a submarine, where you have to pick up the bomb and throw it out of the window. When you succeed in getting the bomb out of the level, you get awarded by having done 1 of 3 slots filled in with white. When you get all 3 of these slots filled in, you get a bonus round. If you get the 3 bonus slots filled in again in the same round, you get a second bonus round. Although, losing causes you to lose the filling of the slots, and also causes the animation of the level blowing up, or the bad ending. The game has over 100 levels, bonuses, secrets, a free DLC, 185 beat per minute music, switchable pixel filters, and a level creator. The game is simple. Just plain simple. How is this rated 5 stars? She looks over the name of the YouTuber who has played it. Pinkie Dye Pie. Isn't that Pinkie Pie's YouTube channel? Luna thought. Pinkie Pie is a major YouTuber on the web. If she has considered this to be playable, then so shall Luna. She clicks on the download button to start the process of installation. She looks over her shoulder to see how Chaotic is doing. Currently, he is passed out on Luna's bed. "Aw, he looks so peaceful. Almost makes me want to leave him sleeping." She floats over the spray bottle to the sleeper's face. "Almost." Chaotic suddenly wakes up as he gets hosed down by the gust of water in his face. He wipes the drizzle off of his face. "Come on, you only have a few more dusty bookshelves to go," Luna said soothingly. Chaotic groans some more as he walks up the stepladder to dust some more. Luna hears the bleep sound that indicates the completion of the game's installation. She clicks on the new icon that gives the impression of a red stallion's head. The screen darkens for a moment, then lights up again. The warning slide pops up with all its immeasurable wisdom of the dangers of the game. She clicks to skip it. As the game continues, Luna watches on as she sees a red pony. Is that guy standing on TNT? She observes on as the TNT proceeds to blow up the red stallion. white letters then formulate directions for her to continue. She clicks again. Luna could hear 8-bit music resounding out of her headphones as she watches the opening sequence. The beginning shows a falling pixelated boulder with the words, "A Ponyville Colt Corporation Presents," inscribed on it. It seems to be blazing with 8-bit fire as it falls through the atmosphere. The scene cuts back to the same red stallion that provided himself as the shortcut icon for MacPixel. The stallion had an orange mane and had a large harness around his neck. He looked really familiar now that Luna could see his entire body. There is a large button in the middle of the pasture with an arrow sign that was the beginning of the button to be pressed with the words, "Press to start." Luna proceeds ahead and presses the button. The next thing she knows, she witnesses the same rock from before, crashing into a red protagonist. The title of the game pops up in red letters. What the buck? I just started and I'm already dead? Luna thought. The game then takes her to the menu that is filled with a bunch of pixelated characters with options floating above them, including her own character. Luna decides to click on Story Mode, since it's her first time playing this. The red stallion, which Luna decides to call MacPixel, goes over to the old colt underneath the floating letters and starts to kick the poor old pony out of his chair. "Oh, what the hell is he doing?" Luna shouted. "What are you playing?" Chaotic asked, hearing his temporary mistress's rage. "My guy just started kicking this defenseless colt," Luna said. Chaotic goes over to her computer screen to see a familiar red stallion jump off his feet and teleport into what appears to be a room full of the same stallion, only that all the red stallions were at their different stages of life. "Hey, isn't that Big Mac?" "Who?" Luna demanded, all fuming about the whole kicking thing. "Applejack's brother. He helps her manage Sweet Apple Acres," he explained. "Does he kick old ponies in his spare time?" Luna said. "As far as I'm concerned, no." "Well, whatever. I think this is a dumb game already," she grudgingly says. "Well, this is MacPixel. It's supposed to make a whole lot of sense," he said, rolling his eyes and saying with a tone that indicates his infinite sarcasm. "You should start in Chapter 1. Luna does so only to pick up the baby pony version of MacPixel. She then turns her attention to the black hole in the floor. "Oh no, this isn't what I think it's going to be," Luna said. Chaotic only looks on in amusement as he knows what will happen next, and Luna doesn't. Luna grumbles as she clicks on the hole. MacPixel then kicks the baby colt over the hole and jumps in the gaping entrance. Luna watches in disbelief as the sequence proceeded in a totally different scenario. She turns to Chaotic. He looks at her with a big smile. "What? Did you really think the baby was going in?" She nods slowly. "Well, thankfully, Ponyville's Colt programmers know when to not cross the line." Chaotic leans forward, close to Luna's jaw. "And try not to leave your mouth open. It's unbecoming of you." Luna sticks out her tongue at him and looks at the screen. She clicks on the door at the far left to start the first round. Music starts playing as Luna sees an island in the distance. The game zooms forward as Luna spots a stick of dynamite on the ground. "Oh, horse apples, what do I do?" Luna said. "Don't ask me. I'm not going to spoil it for you," Chaotic said. She goes over to the red explosive and picks it up. She panics as the timer reaches the 10-second mark. "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what do I do?" She spots an ice cream vendor, and she decides to give the TNT to him. MacPixel, however, decides to smack the bomb over the poor pony's head repeatedly. The island explodes. Luna stares at the screen in disbelief as the round moves on to a school. "Whose stupid idea was this?" Luna asked. Chaotic shrugged. "Ponyville Colts?" he suggested. Luna looks around for what could be an explosive. She did not see anything anywhere. She goes over to the lockers and opens them all. The door at the very end reveals the bomb. "Yes!" Luna shouted. The school explodes. "What?" she yelled. "But I found the bomb!" The game moves into a snowier scene. as she finds herself stranded on a computer-generated iceberg. She looks around to see something churning in the water. She clicks on it and reveals a gray seal waving hi to her. She smiles and happily waves back in real life. The iceberg explodes. Luna keeps on waving at the screen, with a face of despair painted all over her. "This game sucks," she said. "Well, keep on trying, Luna. You'll probably finish it in, I guess, 1 hour?" Chaotic leans towards the door. "Well, it's almost nighttime. You should raise the moon soon." "Sure, I'll do it," Luna said, waving at the screen. Luna's forehead beads with sweat as she races against the clock to finish the final round. She trots on to the ground of a distilled space station as she rushes around with an atom bomb. She goes over the cow in the space pen and shoves the explosive into Faust knows where. "Sorry, cow, but this is for the good of all pony kind, and the space rock goodness," Luna apologized. She slams her mouse button on a button that activates the bay doors. MacPixel hangs on for dear life as the cow gets swept away into the dark reaches of space. The game then awards Luna with praise as it tells her that she saved the day. "Yes! I beat the bucking game!" Luna cheered. Luna leaps out of her chair and dances for joy as the music plays. She continues on, as she couldn't hear the door to her bedroom opening, showing her sister looking at Luna bemused. "Luna, it's 8 p.m. already. Shouldn't the moon be up already?" Celestia asked. Luna just keeps on dancing. Luna, still dancing. "Luna!" Celestia shouted. Luna yells as she trips backwards. She looks at the cause of the outburst to see a very annoyed Tia. The two stare into each other's eyes until Luna finally realizes what is wrong. She gives Celestia a squee and an even bigger sheepish smile as she runs to her balcony. In the next morning, a certain red stallion makes his journey to the market to set up his daily run of selling Sweet Apple Acre apples. As he does so, he could feel the eyes of a dozen mares pressing on him as he steps onto the market grounds. "Hey girls, look! It's MacPixel!" one said. Big Macintosh flinches as a wave of fan mares sweeps over him as they try to get his autograph. Oh gosh, what has he done this time?